Welcome to Quick Poker. I'm Frank Carlino. You might know me as Breslin if you play on Global Poker. Bankroll update. Sitting with 206.75. Daily bonus collection, 25 cents. Thank you, Global, for the quarter. Bankroll update after daily bonus, 207 exactly. It looks like the games are not too bad. We got some average pots pretty high here. Some decent looking tables, but the topic of today's video is I don't feel like playing. What should you do when you don't feel like playing? You should just not play. My mind is elsewhere right now. I'm not going to be completely focused. I'm not going to be completely consumed by the hands I'm playing. If I take this seat right here, Pool Boy is just going to call me in position, probably with his entire range, and just not fold because Pool Boy hates me and doesn't fold to me. Chuck Anderson is just multi-tabling, and he's just going to slow up the game. Some pretty decent tables, but I don't want to play right now. I don't want to stream. I don't want to play. Okay, so here's a useful tip. Unless you feel like sitting there for 3 hours, even four, unless your mindset is I'm going to do whatever it takes to win, and I'm going to play with patience, just don't even play. And right now, I feel like I don't have patience. Wait, who's this? Somebody just sat down. Jason Mack and some short stacker. I don't play with short stackers. I don't want to play with regs. I don't want to play at all. 2005 cash out so far. On January 5th, we cashed out 335.87. And we could add a cash out of 207 right now, but then that would clean us out to play with our rate, which is only 1263. So we will not be cashing out anytime soon. I think 2025 is going okay with poker because I've been playing only when I'm motivated to play. Let me reiterate one more time. Do not play if you do not want to play. So only play when literally your phone isn't even on. You don't want to go outside. You don't feel like you have anything else to do. On this channel, I like to talk about like the realities of poker, and one of them is if you don't feel like playing, man, you're taking a huge risk. Okay, Hungry Horse Poker is one of the best poker channels. This guy Mark Boone, he does great stuff. If you want free, high quality, like top of the line strategy info, he's got great stuff. First hand I sit down today, I have to defend 7-8 against a min raise, and I flop a gutter. So in regards to the min raise pre, that's all that's been happening lately. I think the logic behind it is they might as well min raise so they could just call a 3-bet in position for as cheap as possible. If you have a bigger open size and you get 3-bet, you can't always call. The flop comes Jack 4-5, and I check, and I'm gonna see what kind of c-bet he makes. All right, so he makes not a min c-bet, but basically like a little bit more. So I'm gonna check raise against that, and because I don't want to just check call with my gut shot. If I check raise and he folds, it's great. If I check raise and he calls, I can still win. But obviously, I'm leaving out the fact that he's probably just not going to fold, and we're sitting there with nothing. So when the gurus talk about check raising your draws from out of position, they're not really mentioning most of the time you're going to miss. You're going to be playing against some stubborn guy who's not going to fold even ace high, and you're just going to lose money. Whatever. Yeah, check raise your draws from out of position. So we do that, and we don't hit it. And if he floated with ace, now he has that. So here my logic is I want to make a big enough. I don't want to check here because then he could actually deny my equity if he has an ace if I check to him. So I'm going to make a bet that says, oh, if he had something like pair of fives or even a pocket pair lower than jacks or something he's being sticky with, if I check raise the flop and then the ace comes and I still bet it hard, I must be strong. So I'm trying to get a fold with this bet. Just calls anyway. If he had a jack the whole time, he doesn't care that it might have an ace. If he folded with an ace, he has an ace. They're just going to call you. They're just going to call, which is my point. So then I actually make the nuts on the river, putting him on maybe an ace, and the turn, he didn't believe me anyway. I could check to get him to maybe bluff his flush draws, but I figure I'm going to go all in so you get hero. And he could call with a pair of aces because I actually am not bluffing now, and he folds. And I automatically felt like I bet the wrong size, and I actually probably bet too quickly. He told me he had ace 2 later on. Think about that. So if you're check raising this flop, he'll just call with an ace and a 2. Doesn't raise me, and then finally finds the fold in the river when I make the nuts. What sizing would you use there, right there? Let me know in the comments. So it's kind of like I'm eating my words then. It's like I said, oh, people won't fold, blah, blah, blah. Like Hungry Horse Poker keeps telling you to bluff the river for these big amounts. People are going to fold. And then you see a guy who does actually fold in the river. So maybe he's right. So maybe we should be bluffing more. even into extremely sticky bad players. I don't know. The last video I made where I was like, part of being good at poker is knowing that you don't feel like playing and choosing not to play that day. Okay, so I said it that day where I had 400. I wound up playing anyway off stream that day, and I had a pretty bad downswing after that. And it was basically because I played when I didn't want to, and I just played anyway because the feeling of playing when I feel like playing and when I'm playing well is just such a joyous experience to me that I want to do it all the time. But it's not always available because I'm not always in that mindset to play. Sometimes I try to force it. So right after this video, I made the mistake of playing, and no, had a bad session. Wound up cashing out and having to rebuild. So that was 11 days ago. 11 days later, I'm having the same feeling. I really don't feel like playing. So I'm not going to play today. Tomorrow I make a video and there's a lot less money in my account. It's probably because I played tonight when I didn't feel like it. Never-ending growing process, being good at poker. So yeah, so we are not gonna play today. Oh, and here's one more thing you could do. See this star right here? Global wants you to click on the casino games and lose all your money. I don't do that. I just play poker because poker is a game of skill. Not that I have to do this because I don't play them anyway, but I'm just showing you what you should do. So step one before you play any poker, go here, click. I wish to take a break from playing casino games 30 days, and then hit submit. Yes, of course, I want to continue. So I don't even have the option of playing casino games. If I even try to go to the casino, Big Bucks Bison, look, it won't let me. That's what you need to do. 146 subscribers. Please like, please hit that sub button. Helps me out immensely. Thank you for watching, everybody. See you all tomorrow.